Hello collectors, and welcome to my review of the Toys R Us exclusive Knifehead. Known as both Clean Knifehead and Knifehead 3.0 by NECA, this is the third Knifehead release in the standard 7-inch scale, and many are wondering if it's worth picking up. After all, we have seen this, his battle-damaged counterpart Trespasser, Axehead, and Scunner using the same body, and many don't see the differences between them. Well, let's take a look and see whether or not it's worth adding into your collection. Good old Knifehead here pretty much looks like his battle-damaged counterpart, without the blood. The body sculpt is the same song and dance you've seen with the other kaiju in the line so far. And the paint, I would say, is average for a NECA figure. However, the blue wash is extremely noticeable, almost too much. And the red for the gums, the lips, whatever that might be is, well, you'll see. Here's a look at Knifehead's head, and you can tell right away NECA cranked up the blue wash to 11 compared to the battle-damaged Knifehead. While it does bring out the sculpt very well, it seems just a bit too much. Really taking a look at the mouth of Knifehead, you can see the red around it, which is very vibrant, very noticeable, but just take a look at this. The red paint goes up a bit more, and this isn't on the battle-damaged Knifehead or the Series 1 Knifehead. Obviously, on the shelf, it doesn't look too bad. You can hardly tell it's there, and to be completely fair, if it looks absolutely hideous in quality, that might just be the fact that I had the light on my camera, because that's the best way I can get a picture of it. But it's definitely odd to notice in hand when you're fiddling Knifehead around. A look at the torso, where you can see the right half of my Knifehead is heavier in the wash than the left side. Also, surprisingly, and this is where I really have to give a thumbs up to NECA here, the yellow lines are indeed chaotic. They definitely look terrifying, but they're not splotchy and only half there like some of the other kaiju that I have from NECA. Here's a look at the arms with the fearsome claws on the hand there. Those are very pointy. A look at the back here where there's a nice brown wash to be found. Again, it's mostly on the right side of mine. Here's a look at Knifehead's tail. Pretty nifty. No real complaints to be had. And here's a look at the legs and the feet of Knifehead. Very nicely done with the sculpt. So, as usual, no complaints with the sculpt. The details are very, very nice. Good job, NECA. But some may find the paint to be a bit overboard. Some will love the paint job, some will hate it. If you have another kaiju with a Knifehead 2.0 body, you know exactly what to expect out of this Knifehead, especially if you have the battle-damaged one. But if you have the battle-damaged Knifehead, you'll notice there is one difference with this clean version. So to start off, jaw, hinge, opens, closes, like that. And the battle-damaged Knifehead features a tongue which can be moved in and out. From what I was told, specifically by Randy on Twitter, I've seen people talking about it. I still can't get mine to do that. Couldn't get the battle-damaged one to do it, but I guess it can happen. Now, that one updated joint. If you have the battle-damaged Knifehead, you'll know that the neck just kind of twists a little bit. Kind of sort of like this. Clean Knifehead here. Tons of movement. You can twist the head. It's a fully functioning ball joint. But unfortunately, you can't really get Knifehead to look straight up or straight down, but definitely the improved range of movement is appreciated. Moving down the body of Knifehead here, we have the shoulders, which are on a swivel hinge. See, they swivel this way, and there's a hinge, which allows you to move them up and down. Some like to call that a ball hinge, but there's no ball joint involved there, really. That same sort of joint is found in the elbows, which, you know, they were able to fix the neck joint, but still, we have craptacular movement in the elbows, just like, I think someone said that's like 30 degrees. Yeah, you think they would be able to fix that by now, but still. And then the wrists, ball joint, so you can spin the hands around however you would like, and you can get a little bit of rocking motion out of them. And then we go to the little arms, where they are attached into the body. They're shoulders, same sort of joint, that's for the larger arms. Swivel and hinge, and the wrists are on ball joints. Then as we move down from there, the waist, Knifehead has a ball joint, so you can twist and turn like so, rock a little bit, You can spin him all the way around if you really need to. I don't know why you would, but you have the option to. And then the hips, ball joints, as you can see here. La-da-da-da-da. Knees, same joints as the shoulders and the elbows. Swivel and hinge motion. Pretty cool. Then the ankles are ball jointed, so you can get the feet to move around as you want to. Spin it around all the way. And then my arch enemy, bendy wire tail. Yeah. Not tough to move at all, but I would just be careful with this because if you constantly move it, you eventually get tears in it, and then as it tears, the wire in there breaks, and then after that breaks, then you can't move the tail anymore, and then you start to get a little antsy, and you keep moving the tail, and then it breaks through, so only move the tail if you really need to move it. So overall, the clean knife head here really doesn't bring anything new to the table in terms of articulation, except for the improved neck joint over the battle damage version. The elbows still suck, but overall, the body is pretty solid. As you should already come to expect, Knifehead is quite the big boy. Here's Knifehead alongside some Ultra Acts. Here he is alongside some SH Monster Arts. Here's Knifehead alongside some other NECA Kaiju, Godzilla first. Continuing with the Kaiju, here he is alongside Scunner and Leatherback. Next, Series 1 Gypsy Danger and Series 3 Cherno Alpha. And finally, alongside the other Knifeheads in the smaller scale. So as you can see, if you have a good idea for how big this Knifehead is going to be, chances are you're right. So, buy Knifehead now, skip it, or wait for a coupon to come floating by. You've already seen this sculpt before, but not in this paint job. Some will love the paint, others will want to rewash the figure in a darker color. Articulation is a factual improvement over the battle damage version with better neck movement, but it's essentially the same song and dance. You already know what to expect, including the craptacular elbows. Overall, it's not a bad figure. If you want a standard Knifehead with the newer body, this is obviously the only chance you'll have, and it's the one to go to. If you don't want that, well, you've probably already made up your mind.